Bonjour, good morning. Ce sont les questions et les réponses des exercices envoyés. Those are questions and answers for the sent exercise. I had answered it specially for you. Wish you good luck, dear. The first exercise is not complete, but I imagine the question and the choices. It's about adding the personal pronoun le, la, and the demonstrative pronoun ce. I write the answer on the exercise. Le mardi et le mercredi prochain. This sentence is related to another sentence before it. Complete this sentence, complete another sentence which is not sent in the photocopy paper. Le samedi, c'est le jour des courses. Mais le samedi dernier, le fils d'Yvette a eu un accident de moto. Alors, elle a dû passer 6 heures à l'hôpital ce jour-là. Les courses, ce sera pour le samedi prochain. Yvette aura beaucoup de travail la semaine prochaine. I will translate the meaning. Le samedi, c'est le jour des courses. Saturday is shopping day. Mais le samedi dernier, but last Saturday, le fils d'Yvette a eu un accident de moto. Yvette's son had an accident, a bike accident. Alors, elle a dû passer 6 heures à l'hôpital ce jour-là. So she had passed 6 hours at the hospital this day. Les courses, ce sera pour le samedi prochain. Shopping will be for next Saturday. Yvette aura beaucoup de travail la semaine prochaine. Yvette will have a lot of works to do next week. So you have to take care about le, la, L apostrophe. Le here is for the masculine singular. You have to know the difference between the masculine singular and the feminine singular. You will always know it by answering the exercise. But I will tell you a little secret. The most of the feminine words end by an E. The most of the feminine words end by an E. Is like this one, semaine. Semaine end by an E. So it's a feminine word, feminine, singular feminine word. Singular feminine, it's end by an E. So we choose la. Explaining the rule, le, la, L apostrophe le equal the. The meaning of le, la, L apostrophe le is the. Le for the singular masculine, la is for the singular feminine, L apostrophe is for any word that begin with a vowel, le is for the plural. Then the second rule is ce it means that. Ce sera, it means will be. And here you have the translation of the paragraph you got. Next exercise is compléter avec le, on, a ou o. Complete with le, on, a ou o. Le, as I told you before, it means the. On, it's a preposition. A, it's a preposition. O, it's a preposition. So we got three prepositions here on a, o. We'll know the meaning later on after answering. Le 1er mai, c'est la fête du travail. Il y a beaucoup d'autres jours fériés en mai. En juillet 1789, le peuple parisien a pris la Bastille. Le 14 juillet est devenu la fête nationale française. À minuit, le 31 décembre, on se souhaite la bonne année. En France, l'école est devenue obligatoire et gratuite en 1882. De nos jours, les écoliers français sont en vacances en juillet et au mois d'août, à Noël et à Pâques. Ils ont aussi 2 semaines en hiver et 2 semaines au printemps. To explain this rule, we have to know that on, a, o are 3 prepositions means. On, it's mean in. A, it's mean at. O, it's mean into. Here is the translation, and you have to know that each of these prepositions is related by the word following to it, which is mean, for example, May. May, it's the month of May. So all months in French take en. En janvier, en février. So you have to know that the months take en. 14, it's a number. So you will put the pronom personnel le. You will put the personal pronoun le, which is for the masculine. Minuit, it's mean midnight. So when you use midnight, noon, you will use a. Okay? Another number is 31 or 31, we put le. Then we have a year, 1882, 1882 or 1882, take on. Then we have again another month, which is juillet. So it's mean en. When you got au mois d'août, what's the meaning of mois d'août? August month. August month, when you notice that the word mois, which is mean months, so you'll put o. You will never put en. You don't have to put en, you have to put o. Au mois d'août. But the difference between this and that, if you got août, so you will put en août. Okay, direct. When the months came and you have the point before the months, you have to put en. But if the month is written before it the word mois d'août, it's mean August month, you have to put o. Okay, Noël. Okay, à Noël, Christmas Day, et à Pâques, Easter Day, or Easter feast, à Noël et à Pâques. Hiver, which is mean winter. The three word, sorry, hiver, which is mean winter, été, which is mean summer, automne, which is mean spring, take en. En hiver, in winter, en automne, in summer, in autumn, en été, in summer, en hiver, in winter, en automne, in autumn. Except printemps, which is mean spring, you put o. So now we know the difference between the three prepositions. And here you got the translation of the 5 sentences. L'exercice suivant, next exercise, complétez avec il y a ou dont. Rétablissez l'apostrophe si nécessaire. It's mean, the exercise meaning il y a. You will complete with il y a, or you complete with dont. Rétablissez l'apostrophe si nécessaire. It's mean you have to put the apostrophe if it's necessary. Il y a mean ago. When the sentence got a past tense. Dont it's mean in. When the sentence got a future tense. Again, il y a mean ago. When the sentence include a past tense verb. Dont it's mean in. When the sentence include a future tense verb. Eh bien, sa mère m'a dit ce matin qu'elle allait changer de voiture dans une semaine. Pourquoi l'autre voiture ne marchait plus? J'en sais pas. Une chose est sûre, les parents vont encore payer. Quand je pense qu'il y a 25 ans. Mon mari et moi avons travaillé dur pour acheter notre première voiture. La vie a bien changé. Je vous laisse, je reviens dans 1 heure ou 2. Pay attention here. Eh bien, vous savez que Sophie a eu une voiture de sport. The sentence includes a past tense verb a eu, which means she had got or she got in the past tense. So that's why we use il y a. The second sentence vous me l'avez dit, which is mean you already told me, so that's why we put il y a. Elle est passée devant chez moi à toute vitesse. She had passed in front of me. This is why we use il y a. But for this sentence, eh bien, sa mère m'a dit ce matin qu'elle allait changer de voiture, which is mean her mother told me this morning that she will go to change her car. So it's a future tense. That's why we use dont. Quand je pense qu'il y a 25 ans, which is mean when I think 25 years ago, that's why we use qu'il y a. This is why we put here apostrophe here. Que, which is mean je pense que, I think that. Je pense que, it's mean I think that. The next sentence, la vie a bien changé, je vous laisse, je reviens. I will leave you, I will come back, or I will be back. Je reviens, that's why we put dont. So you have to know the difference between the past and the future, which needs a lot of lesson and a lot of explanation lesson. Here you go. The translation, my dear, that's all. This was the first paper sheet. You gave it to me. I wish you good luck. C'était tout pour aujourd'hui. Je m'excuse pour hier, et s'il y aura de chance et vous auriez le temps, on peut prendre un autre cours. My excuse and my apologies for you, ma'am, my dear daughter, for yesterday. If there is a chance to take another lesson appointment, I will be glad. Au revoir et à bientôt. Bye and see you soon.